something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saeed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saeed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, viewers. Those of you on the social media platform, Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook, TT Real Talk on YouTube. Remember the viewers, share our social media platforms. So those of you who don't know about it will get to know about it, local, regional, and international. Remember, we are the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago so far. Now, our Facebook page viewers, we always encourage you to like and share our page so others will know about it. Even on YouTube, it's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when the #1 current affairs program starts in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, we still have that position, you know. We still have that position. So tonight now, I want to thank you so much, viewers, for sharing our page, for encouraging friends and family, even little children, to look onto Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It is the #1 current affairs program where we get things done in Trinidad and Tobago. Laws, amendment, road, you name it. Issues fixed. Nevertheless. So before we go any further, viewers, I just want to say Happy Emancipation Day, Trinidad and Tobago, from Real Talk Group of Companies to you. Happy Emancipation. Are we free? Are we free tonight? So viewers, feel free to call in tonight. Let us know what does the word emancipation means to you in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, it's 238-6716. I want to hear from you. Are we free from slavery? Are we free from bad roads? Are we? Moving along. There has been a further extension of the payment of public health fixed penalty notice, that is the mask fine, and court-ordered fine to September 30th. One of the objectives of the practice direction is to facilitate the ease of access to a range of payment options, including cash alternative. Also extended was a deadline for the payment of court order compensation, not including maintenance, and the payment of traffic ticket received before May 26, 2020. The notice advised that anyone can pay public health penalties and fine by credit card or Visa debit card from any internet-enabled device using its court pay system found on the Judiciary website, which is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Caller, good night.
Night, Mr. Saieed. Good night.
Good night. Go right ahead, you're live.
We emancipate will probably bring down this country to dogs. For 8 years, everything in this country gone to dogs. It have nothing in this country for nobody again. Only murder, murder, invasion, and murder. That is what emancipate we with.
Thank you, my dear. So viewers, let us know what emancipation means to you. We are a country going forward, and we want to know what emancipation is to you. Tomorrow is the 1st of August, and we in Trinidad and Tobago will be celebrating Emancipation Day. The Minister of National Security, in a notice published on June 12th, said the duration for the work permit exemption granted to Venezuelans in Trinidad and Tobago registered under the Migrant Registration Framework has been extended to December 31st. Registered Venezuelan issued minister permits and migrant registration card must visit the Immigration Division Enforcement Unit office to extend their cards. Now, the deadline dated August 11th to process their extended permit and update their registration card. Caller, good night.
Saeed, present, good night.
To you, my dear.
Saeed, what will we be celebrating tomorrow? 300 and something deaths in the country.
True.
That is how we are emancipated here under this government. Spending taxpayers' money to bring people from outside to come and live large here again, and the population suffering. We have nothing. The children have to go out to school in September, where some parents unemployed, and in some homes one parent working. In some homes they have to give up their home back to the bank and go and play catch up with family members. That is what we emancipation. That is emancipation celebration tomorrow. While everybody in the gab talking a whole heap of it, right? None of them are coming out and talking to these young men and them. All who have guns, put it down and stop killing our people. They're killing one another. All they want to celebrate emancipation. This Prime Minister have no shame. And to bring people in the country, you're bringing people from outside where even in them country and all they're killing one another.
True.
Who really fooling who in this place, boy? Eh? And sufferation from the hospital go back. Eh? The schools, thousands of dollars to register. Where some parents getting the money. What Gatsby Dolly doing? You will see her tomorrow in a set of clothes, all of them. Like they're going and fly. And then what? After tomorrow, we back to square one again. Rowley have no money to pay civil servants, but they have money to have people up at the higher to eat and drink. 2013 salary. People barely making it in homes. Family members have to assist Saeed. They have to assist them. Grandparents have to assist the children to feed the children. What it is going on, and only go and have a big celebration tomorrow. Come now, man, everybody just get a life and wake up and realize what this government, a black man, doing to black people in this country. Thank you, Saeed. Good.
Thank you, my dear. Now, back to the registration. Now, Venezuelan migrants, they must present a complete immigration form, 17A, certificate of character, previously issued, the minister permit, previously issued, registration card, and a passport-size photo of self minor declared on application form. Failure to visit the relevant immigration office by August 11th will prevent further processing, and incomplete application will be considered withdrawn. Approved application will be issued with new minister permit, which will be valid until December 31st, and their extension registration card will be updated with a sticker indicating the date of expiry on December 31st. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. This is the imitation vaccine great-grand. And I come in with big man thing now.
Talk to me.
Listen, a king has come from Ghana to Trinidad. And he's a descendant of the Asante being formed, that kingdom. And you know, that king, I don't want to pronounce his name badly, was responsible for human trafficking. We're laughing. That king traded slaves with the Europeans for guns. He traded gold and slaves, human trafficking with the Europeans. No. 3 months ago, the king of the Dutch colony, King of Holland, basically apologized to everybody that was involved in slavery. You understand that? One of the things he didn't do is to say he's going to give them money, you know, reparation, everybody wants that. No, this king come down and he was the initiator of human trafficking. Recently, CARICOM had a big meeting, so why didn't invite him to that meeting and put him on the spot? Say, fella, how much money are you going to pay for all of the people inside here that you capture and you sold them to the Europeans to bring them on the plantations in Trinidad? So they have to talk to him about repatriation. I'm looking for the Emancipation Committee to engage him, you know. I mean, they say, we're trying to stop human trafficking, and it started in Ghana a long time. I hear the Prime Minister want to trade with Ghana. And you know where he's going back to? Yam. I sure it's yam he want to bring back, because that's one of the main dishes of Ghana. No, the other thing serious about it, Saeed, you see, when Fitzy is sleeping, what happens in the prison? They're using technology, and he can't handle that.
Correct.
You mean to say that happening for a whole year? The other day I hear the original vaccine going on, saying they're calling shots from inside there. They're selling cigarettes from inside there. They're smarter than the vaccine going on. I want to hear him come out now and talk about how they're closing on there. I remember the former Attorney General went inside the prison and he get a big TV. I wanted to use that drone to send that to the bars. And the last of all of it is the Clico report, who the Prime Minister want to hide. I hear you want to mudball it. He says he's spending too much money. Could take about 20 years, but they say they're getting back something, and they're litigating against some former PNM finance ministers and things like that. It have big PNM people who are responsible for Clico collapse. I'm not going to call them out, but the former central bank, a fellow by the name of, I won't call him, EW. He was the same person responsible for our country losing $1 billion from the heritage and stabilization because of poor investment. I am sure his name is called in the Clico report, and he has to answer. The Prime Minister must not get away with that, because he basically interfered with the smooth running of the investigation to Clico by not giving them the human resources and the lawyers. Remember they shot up 100 and something lawyers? He responsible at that. Pinning that on the chest with the king. God.
Thank you, my friend. Trinidad and Tobago, listen to this, eh? An impassioned appeal by Los Banjos President Pamela Mitchell for a better road network evoked an apology from Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley for the subpar roads access across Trinidad and Tobago. Mitchell raised the issue with a country leader during conversation with Dr. Rowley, which was held as part of the People's National Movement local government election campaign. The woman took the government to task for the state of the country's road, and she suggested that he consider giving her a contract to fix the problem, as she believed the solution only takes common sense approach.
The oil, The revenue that they get to run the country is from the south. They pull it up from under our house. The pitch lake is in the south. Yet we have the worst roads. There is a landslip in Quarry, 2 places. I, who am not an engineer, when Losiro started to erode, they had cages, they put rocks and hold the land, and they compile it. Give me the contract. It wouldn't cost $5 million, and there wouldn't be no bribe and kickback. Common sense. Common sense.
Common sense to fix the road. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead, you're live on Real Talk.
This is my first time listening to this program, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time, you know what, for the previous caller that I heard before, it ain't sounding so good, right? And when it's Indian Arrival Day, my community, we don't go along like this, right? Why everything has to go back down to race? Why it has to go back down to race? You ask a question, what does that emancipation mean to us? I don't know why the minister that came from Africa, why it has to turn into race? Why always? I really can't understand why it always has to turn into race with
So you're trying to say, so wait, so you try, hold on, we're going to...
Obviously, yes, we're going to bring an African leader. What is the problem?
So you're trying to say I raise emancipation topic as race?
Yeah, but the first caller that called in, what is the problem with the
Oh, you mean the comments he's making?
Yes.
Oh, I understand. I thought you mean me.
I want to share an example here with this community. Today, my son's school, they had dress up for emancipation. The children come for emancipation dress up. Every year, they just have this for the children to dress up.
Yes.
The East Indians don't ever send out the children with the Africans. But for Indian Arrival Day, when the children have to go in, everybody sending their children both races. Why it always have to turn out to race?
True, I understand what you're
Why
saying.
we all are one?
Correct.
They are big people. Come on, man. That is not the question they ask us.
I understand. Thank you so much for highlighting it. So Trinidad and Tobago, it's a multi-ethnic group in Trinidad and Tobago. We have all different race and religion. That is why, you see the race card? I don't play that, you know. I don't play the race card at all, at all, at all. Back to the Prime Minister. Dr. Keith Rowley stated that as Prime Minister, I feel on him to apologize for the state of many roads, and the reason is that this country roads network deteriorated because of almost 30% of lost revenue in 2015, which was compounded by the COVID-19 pandemic. He added that the list of priorities the government maintained, the main arteries through the Ministry of Works, but the secondary road program suffered. Listen to this.
As Prime Minister, it falls to me to apologize for the state of many of our roads. And the reason is this. Priority. When we took over this government in 2015, we suffered a loss of government revenue by almost 30%. One of the things that suffered during that period was the road maintenance program. Not that we deliberately didn't maintain roads, but on the list of priorities, we maintained the main arteries through the Ministry of Works, hundreds of millions of dollars. but the secondary road program suffered. That I have to admit, that I have to apologize for, and that is the reason for it.
Paula, good night.
Good night, Saieed. What is it exactly? You know, you have an employee, sir. You give them work to do, and after 8 years, they have not done the job, they failed miserably, and they come to apologize. Say, Mr. Saieed, I apologize for not doing your work. What step would you take, sir? What step would you take, employees that you have been paying and paying handsomely, and at the end of the day, they did not perform without apology suffice? Tonight, my question, sir, is, while this thing is commendable, you know, they say they have a king, a shakti, or wherever it comes from. It's commendable, it's good. But, sir, what I want to find out, you know, I would like to know, who is funding this trip? Is it the taxpayers is funding that trip? And what does it cost? Because, you know, the government said the road will be fixed because there's a shortage of money. They did not have the fund. But do you know, for that 8 years, we had some of the biggest budgets, sir? Do you know, what about all the funding that came in from COVID? Where is it that all this money went? Where is it now? You're coming hypocritically to say that you apologize. I don't think people are that foolish. Now you're coming about reform. We do not want reform, so what we want is a change of government. If government in the past, when the partnership was there, when Basdeo family was there, money being given to all the corporation for them to execute their duty, was there any reform? What this man has to do, I don't know, so I am asking whether this money that was supposed to give him to the regional corporation, is it the same money that was channeled for Balite House, sir? Because that is the only thing, you know, you see something has happened, so one could only, you know, extrapolate and say that is where the money went. Because budget, we have some of the biggest budget. Some years ago, Imbat was saying, I could see clearly now the crowd has gone. Where is our taxpayer going to? Why is it that they are starving these countries? Look, flood after year. You are trying to reform what you didn't do 8 years. What you have to do is take back the money from Balise House and channel it to the regional corporations. So I don't think people have a golden opportunity. Let this man know. Let this man, enough is enough. And is it a ploy so that you bring in somebody from Africa to woo the African vote? My African brothers and sisters, do not be fooled. Do not be fooled by these lyrics of this government. They have no good intention because you would be voting. Look at the reports for Petrotrin, sir. Does any of the reports show that they set to close on Petrotrin? None. This man is doing as he feels. It's time for them to get out. And if they cannot get out, let us put our fingers together and get them out. Thanks a lot, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, before we wrap up the session, he noted that the 2015 to 2022 was the most difficult period in Trinidad and Tobago. But he has hoped and committed that the government will bring road to a standard that will be acceptable. Listen to this.
But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that the period 2015 to 2022 were about the most difficult period in the history of independent Trinidad and Tobago. And if out of that come some roads that are substandard as they are, we have hope, we have faith, we have commitment that we are going to get to your road and we are going to bring them to a standard that will be acceptable.
So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going up Manzalina to hear what Rohan have to say concerning that road after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. credit union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Caller, good night.
A very, very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
To you, my friend.
What the Prime Minister should be apologizing for is poor governance. Full stop. But what bothered me recently, and to me, this is really, really unjust and sickening. The vendors at the Queen's Park Savannah, around the Savannah there, they are authorized to sell, they pay the dues, they pay all what they're supposed to pay to the corporation.
Yes.
Yet still, and this has to come directly from the mayor himself, because the city police swooped down on these people and had everybody shut down the operation, pack up and leave.
Yes.
Because they were telling the people that the patrons supposed to go and support the Emancipation Village.
Correct.
But this is so wrong. Who is
Let me tell you something.
People for the losses?
The people.
I have one advice for these people. Get together, everybody get together, because Anisiana is big pot of corn soup and it's plenty food and it's a set of losses. So get together, have a couple of representatives, go and see Mr. Anand Ramlogan and sue the mayor.
Correct. Well said. They pay their dues, not because they had an event over the weekend. An order came from somebody on high and the police swooped down and tell them to shut down the entire operation. Whoever purchased goods, whatever it is, food stuff, vegetables, they had to shut down. Imagine that, eh? Boy, let me tell you something. That mayor would have been getting some sweet letters from a lawyer to attend court to explain now to the vendors why did we have to close down because of that incident. Let me tell you something. Money would have been shelling, you know. Take what I'm telling all you. The mayor, the quickest thing he could have done was to resign. Not because you're in a position. You go bully people, you know. No, you don't walk out of the office. Take what I'm telling you. You know how hard it is to spend. It's a big event. You know how hard it is for a vendor to put out $5,000 or $10,000 to make a profit over the weekend, and you come and shut us down? Then you're going to court. Believe me, so help my God, you're going to court. And that matter ain't running for no 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you know. 100 vendors come to court, you're not here going on. So is the case. We lost. You think the mayor going back and put back money in any vendor pocket? No. You'd be signing a resignation letter willfully. Take what I'm telling you. You see advantage on high office? It will never done in Trinidad unless the right person carry them to court and milk them till they sell galvanized in their house. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hey, hear this now. I want somebody from Myro to call me. The program tonight. Is their equipment parked on the Manzelena Road to start the Manzelena Highway? Is their equipment up Manzelena? Remember the road that was doing up in Manzelena there? Remember that road up there? Could somebody from that Venezuelan area call the program tonight and tell us if there's equipment parked up on the road there? Because a birdie told me a contractor carry some equipment up there. Took out some pictures and the equipment gone. I'm waiting to hear. You know, hey, you know birds just whistle in my ears. Doodly 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 doo doo doo. Minister of Works and Transport Rohan Sinanan have stated that work has begun on the 5 kilometer of the Manzalena-Maya Road, which was damaged during a heavy rainfall last November, and has confirmed that the work should be completed in the next 5 months at a cost of $70 million. Sinanan said the project had been divided into 5 packages, but given the rainy season, there may be delays. Listen to this.
We're hoping that the construction here should take about 5 months, but the fact that we have contractors on site will allow us to maintain the temporary road in a much better condition. Try to complete the entire span, 10 kilometers, within the next 5 months. That's really our target. Again, that depends on the weather, because we are in the rainy season. The weather is very challenging, but we're still hoping for the best and to try to get out of here.
Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. Great program as usual, man.
Thank you, my friend.
Mr. Saeed, emancipation has no significance in this country to anyone. You know when it will have some significance to the citizens of this country? You see, after the 14th, when they emancipate these wrongdoers that have this country and have our African brothers and sisters in the state they are in, then we could talk about emancipation and say emancipation is now having some significance in the lives of citizens of this country and for the people who are most affected by that, which is our African brothers and sisters. So I want to wish my African brothers and sisters happy emancipation tomorrow and continue the process on the 14th. And to the lady who called, that lady, I mean, we respect everybody's views and so on, but that lady must understand we do have a racial problem in the country, but we have a discrimination problem. And if discrimination affects the African, the Indian, the Chinese, or the Sri Lankan, we must talk about it. We cannot remain silent on these issues, my lord. So look at the Defense Force. That's a state agency paid salary by the taxpayers of this country, 1% Indian. A police service, another state agency, 5% Indians, and a public service with 7% Indians, my lady. So you could call back sometime and give your views on what I just said here, right? So, Mr. Saeed, happy emancipation once more. God bless you and your program, man. Great work. Keep it up.
To you and the family also, my friend. Now, back to the road. He stated, Rohan, that it was the 4th time this stretch of road has been washed out, starting in the 1950s, then the 80s, the 90s, in 2013, and now in 2022. That's last year. Sinanan said they will be using the existing blueprint of the road and upgrade it to an extent as they learn from the past experience, and the engineering have designed something that could stand the challenges in the area. He added that if someone travels this entire stretch, they will see there is no culvert. The Nariva swamp contains 235,000 liters of water, and the water has to make its way to the sea. The minister said, with the challenges in the weather pattern due to climate change, engineer has to move the water. And since the road was built on sand, water gets under that and there will be damages. Listen to this.
So we had to re-engineer to try to move that water because the road was really built on sand. And once sand get under the road surface, that's what causes really the washing out. So this time the engineers have come up with a solution where we'll be putting a lot more culverts. I think, how much culverts you have here?
8.
We have 8 culverts.
8 new and
8 new, and then we have 3 that was there before.
Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to continue on the Venezuelan Road after this.
Do you have a public concern you would like to highlight? You can email your pictures and videos to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com, and we will highlight your concerns on our show for Public Concerns Wednesday. Real Talk Credit Union information stores are now open to members of the public. We are located at the Real Talk Group of Companies building at number 14 Crony Savannah Main Road. Opening hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Contact us via telephone at 238-6716 or 231-6219 to book your appointment. You can also stay connected with us via Facebook.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
So viewers, before we go any further to complete the road in Venezuelan, I have 2 persons of interest I'm looking for. Raquel Sozana. Raquel, we spoke, you didn't keep up your end of the bargain, so this is how I let you know that I am serious. Anybody know this individual, would you contact me? I'm also looking for a vehicle, but I don't have the picture of the vehicle. Hopefully by Wednesday we should have a picture of the vehicle, so you all can tell me where the vehicle is. You have it? Oh, is it? X-Trail? Nice, straight up. This is the best we have on it? So we're looking for Sozana, Raquel, and this vehicle. Anybody from the Mayaro or the Potterspain area, Tong area here should stay up in Tong too. I'll locate this for me. There's a reward, you know. I always offer reward, you know. You see, I'm not a mingy man, you know. I'm not a stingy man. I like to help people. You understand? But when people tell us that they could walk over Saieed, no, don't do that. Don't ever think you could walk over Saieed. I don't care if you're the Prime Minister's son. I don't care if you are the President's family. I don't care if you're in the police, the army, the Coast Guard. It doesn't bother me. It don't bother me. You take something from me, we had an agreement, let me stick to the agreement. When you don't stick to it, it is forcement to do this. It's simple as that, you know. Oh, and while we're going along, I would just like to say, now in Real Talk Group, we started a new thing. We started a new thing in Real Talk Group. You see, Real Talk always have something new. You understand? Always have something new. So Employee of the Month now, I told them, from the beginning of June, I said we're going to do something different. The beginning of July. My mistake. We're going to do something different. So employees started to work now for a position we call Employee of the Month. And their picture will be shown on television. So I would like to say congratulations to Employee of the Month, Chantel Ramjatan. She is Employee of the Month at Real Talk Group of Company, Finance and Investment Department. So viewers, I just want to congratulate her for her hard work. She has been improving in her skills. She has been monitoring the different departments. She's been monitoring the growth, and she wants to reach for the sky. So I just tell all my employees, right? As long as Saieed go up, Realtalk go up, you're going up together with Saieed. It ain't nothing as you come in as a janitor and you're going to remain as a janitor for 10 years. No, I don't want that. You come in as a clerk, hear what to do. I will encourage you to take your courses, work your way up to becoming a supervisor, a manager, a supervisor 1, a supervisor 2, a manager, acting manager. Climb the ladder. I always encourage that on Realtalk Group. Always. So I'm proud to present Chantal Ramjatan as Employee of the Month for July month. Tell her we're doing it different at Realtalk, you know. Different, you know. So she will hold the title now for the whole month of August. Until somebody, you know, kind of beat her to it, you know. But nevertheless, as we go along tonight, viewers, remember, we at Realtalk Group, we are offering you 4% on a fixed deposit, viewers. So let me take my time now, and explain this to you. When we say 4%, I will draw this reference like this. With a fixed deposit in the bank of $100,000 per year, you might get 1 or 2%. Right? At Realtalk, you're getting 4% per year, but it have to be on a 5-year contract. 5-year contract. Let me tell you something. Nowhere in Trinidad and Tobago you're getting 4%. Absolutely nowhere. And I am proud to say that. Nowhere. So if you have $100,000, viewers, and you invest it into Realtalk, remember, I'm a licensed money lender also, eh? So I know how to make money, and I'm showing you how to make money. So those of you who wants to make money, you can make money. Because you have money sitting down there at a financial institution, and it's not doing anything for you. 1,000 on 100,000 financial institution, no, it ain't cutting it. Remember, at the end of the month, at the end of the 12 months, you can take that $4,000 and pay your property tax, you know. Yes. At the end of the month, that $4,000, it could cover your entire year light bill. It could cover your entire year of water rate. This is how I'm bringing it to you. So if you spend $4,000 for 12 months in light bill, at the end of the 12 months, you're getting back that. At 4% per year on $100,000. Look how easy it is. You see, a lot of people don't think like that. I'm into finance. Half of my age I've been into finance. I lended money years now. Not today's, years now. Licensed money lender for the last 4 or 5 years. Very soon we'll have Realtalk Credit Union information. Well, I mean, you could be members of it right now. I also buy and sell cars. Oh, by the way, Realtalk Group going into purchasing crash vehicles. So if you have a vehicle, your vehicle that have been crashed and write off, you want to sell it, not a problem. Contact me, Saieed, at 339-1670. Just put up the numbers there, guys. Our office number. You have a crash vehicle to sell, viewers, not a problem. It's a division of Realtalk Group. If you have a crash vehicle, you want to sell it, not a problem. Our office numbers are there. Contact the office. They will put you directly onto me, and we could negotiate from there. So, viewers, like I was saying, 4%, you're not getting it anywhere, and I am breaking it down to show you how you can recover back what you spent. 12 months. 12 months, your phone bill costs you $4,000. At the end of the month, you're getting back that at the end of the year, you're getting back your $4,000. You spend $4,000 light bill for the entire year. At the end of the year, you're getting back that $4,000. It's simple like that. Your water rate costs you $4,000 for the entire year. At the end of the year, you're getting back $4,000 to compensate for all them things. So it's not lost money. It's money that you recover back. You see how nice and easy I just bring it to you? So those of you who thinking about making money, That is one of the ways you can make money. Let me tell you something. I have real ways to make money, you know. That is why Real Talk Group, that is why God has always blessed me and will continue to bless me. Why? Because I know how to make it. I know how to make it. Apart from speaking 6 languages and having Real Talk Group of Company, having Real Talk with Saieed Ali on television, having Real Talk Real Estate, having Real Talk Security and Intelligence, having Real Talk Finance and Investment, we have Real Talk Equipment Rental. Really? All nice company? Real Talk Credit Union Information. So viewers, Real Talk Group is a big group. Local and international. So when you ask me, Saieed, the company solid, we're not just grounded in Trinidad, but out of Trinidad also. I have a surprise for you, you know. But be patient. I have patience and asking you to be patient. It's something we do in foreign. It's something we do in foreign. And when it launch, Trinidad and Tobago will be amazed of Real Talk Group of Company. Let me tell you something. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Almighty shall be covered under the shadows of the Most High. He that is planted by the waters shall bring forth fruit. When? In his season. When is Real Talk season? Now. Now is my season. Was somebody last year or the year before? But Real Talk Group, this is the season. Hey, you know I almost forgot. Real Talk Executive Rental. Rapid Range Rover and the Porsche. So viewers, Real Talk will be renting its autobiograph Range Rover up for wedding, special events. Contact our office or contact me 3391670. You have a wedding to go to and you want to drive out in style? That's the perfect Range Rover. The perfect Range Rover. And also, believe me, you want to have a memorable wedding with an executive ride? I have my Porsche. I have my Porsche. Says Real Talk Executive Rental. One more to Real Talk Group. Let me tell you something. God has just been giving me ideas on how to make money. On how to make money. Hence the reason why I'm so successful in business. Yes, I'm an accountant. I have background in education, skills in education, yes. I tell you, apart from speaking 6 different languages, God has just blessed Saieed. So those of you who want to say Saieed is a shady man and Saieed doing things in the closet, Saieed had nothing in the closet. Otherwise, 5 years ago, somebody would have called in and make sure what I shut down. But spirit works I doing. I like to my life. Never laughing. Hey, Navin is like you, you know. Don't get tired up, you know. Navin successful, you know. I light in my light. People can say, oh, Saieed is a Muslim. Something wrong with that? And that's the thing with people. All it is like religion. All it is like religion. Put all your dung. All it is like religion. Put all your dung. What did God say? By the sweat of your what? Eyebrow? You shall what? Eat your bread? Well, the sweat of my eyebrow is be 16, 17, 15 hours a day. So when I say I have a Porsche for rent, and I say I have a Range Rover for rent, it's an executive vehicle, it's for rent. Weddings, special events, it comes with a driver too, you know. You never know, I might be the driver. Just imagine having a wedding and who taking out your wedding? Saieed. Imagine that, a public figure at your wedding. Really? No, that's something to think about. Call a good night.
Hello, Saieed?
Yes, you're live. Go right ahead here.
Good night. What do you like about this suggestion? Because the public out there are saying that what they are saying is that if the roads are bad, people keep spending money to fix and change their shocks and all sorts of
Correct.
cars. And people bankrupt because of their vehicle. And some people don't even have a proper job to compensate for these vehicles damaging. And as soon as they get a vehicle damaging, passing through, driving through these bad roads, and they go on the highway, the police will stop them and charge these people
Correct.
for defective vehicle. They will charge them. I want to know why this population taking nonsense and sitting quiet. Why they don't come together and get a lawyer and start to sue the government left, right, and center for these bad roads that's causing them so much expense and pauperizing people in this country. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. So Trinidad and Tobago, get this now. I waiting to go down in a hole and bust a shock. In Trinidad, you know. It have nothing like nobody from the Ministry of Works and Works and Transport. They come into court, you know. Well, they feel like easy, or it just look simple, you know. It look simple, but don't come wrong with stupid and foolish, you know. No, don't do that. Don't do that at all, at all, at all. So I want to finish the story on the Manzilla now. Sinanan said several different agencies had took grant approval for the road work, which took some time. However, he said approvals were only granted last week. Listen to this.
We only got the approvals for this, what, about last week? Last week. And that was magic, to get the EMA approvals and so. So that is one part of it. Apart from that, this is something that, as the director said, you had to study the flow of the water, what caused the water to do that damage.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. What is it? It was magic. How many road grant have been granted to Trinidad and Tobago to fix road? How many? How many loads? But it's magic since last week. Good thing all that rainfall, boy. So we go down to the opposition now. Opposition leader Kamala Prasad Bisasa has stated that the Prime Minister, not the UNC, should be blamed for the crime while speaking at a cottage meeting in Sandy Grande. Prasad Bisasa stated that this was false and noted as 90 days ago she called for unity in the fight against crime, but Rowley never responded to her quest. Listen to this.
As recently as 90 days ago, I called for unity in the fight against crime. Friday, April 28th, the article repeated what I called for. And the Prime Minister reconsider his stance and meet with the UNC and others in the interest of cooperating, coming together to fight crime. No. And up to this morning, couldn't tell us what he could do to help deal with the crime in our country.
You see, I go tell her something. We can't blame the past government. They are not in power anymore. They are the opposition. The present administration, the present Minister of National Security, the present Commissioner of Police, supposed to come up with ideas to clamp down on crime. Has she done that? No. What did she do? Duck the media. Now, Kamala, she added that the PM blames the UNC for crime, and she lists examples of anti-crime legislation which the opposition supported in Parliament. Listen to this.
We supported legislation, they lie. We supported over many pieces of legislation. We supported the summary courts bill, the sexual offences bill, the firearms bill, the electronic payments bill, the mutual assistance in criminal matters bill, the anti-gang bill, the evidence amendment bill. You want to hear more? We supported all this anti-crime legislation, but they come to lie again and say, blame UNC. Blame the UNC, don't support them. And the Parliament lie. You hear lie. That is lie.
Now, viewers, she said, it is frightening that murder and mayhem now appear to be part of their everyday daily life. And people have become immune to suffering of others as long as it's not them. Listen.
What is also frightening is that it seems murder and mayhem, people take it for granted. Just another one. The only time it matters is when it's you. I was talking to someone recently, say, look at the murder rate, look at the crime, look at the home invasions. And you know what that person said? It's okay as long as it's not me. It's okay as long as it's not me. So we've become immune to the suffering of people out there.
It's one thing I've always been saying. Random raids in the community will clean Trinidad and Tobago step by step. If we have 15 communities that creates Trinidad and Tobago, random raids in your community, clean it up. Clean it up and done with that. Let me tell you something. I just say on my program, jump my fence. Jump my fence. I ain't hesitating to shoot you, you know. I ain't hesitating to shoot you at all, at all, at all. And recently this idea came to me. All I would say, Saieed is a madman. If you jump my fence, I have decided not to kill you. I have decided to shoot you in your leg and your arm. And when you fall down, I have 2 red-nosed pit bull and I have 2 nice full-grown Siberian Rottweiler. So what do you think going to happen there when you fall to the ground? I inciting violence? No, I am protecting my property. That is what I am doing. So I decide now not to shoot to kill. One shot, one kill? No, you're in my property. I will deal with you accordingly. Shoot in your foot and when you fall long, there dies it. You know it is to see 2 red nose coming at you, pit bull. And then behind that now, you have 2 Siberian Rottweiler behind you. Where you going? All you saying is, Lord, I'm coming home. That's all you saying. Recently in Endeavour over the weekend, some bandits went into a family home. Several bandits went into the family home. Licensed firearm holder, draw their firearm and 1 shot, 1 dead. I heard the rest of them scamper. They may be still trying to catch themselves since that. So while the Prime Minister is saying, we don't want to release guns to everybody because Trinidad will become like the Wild Wild West, bandits creating Trinidad the Wild Wild West. Because why? They have better guns than who? The homeowners. I will tell you something. Those in authority protected by bodyguards. 24/0 for 5 years. 24/0 for 5 years. Imagine that. Me? Boy, jump my fence. I thought about a new idea, you know. You had to suffer there. You had to suffer there. You're going to meet God slowly but surely. So this is the idea come up with me shooting to kill you again. I don't know that. I don't know that. So listen to this now. Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali has confidentially asserted that the Tobago House of Assembly THA operation stands as undeniable evidence of the effectiveness of the government proposed local government reform. He also emphasized the success achieved by the Assembly, highlighting it as an indication that effort towards reform local government can yield positive outcome. Listen to this video.
The same way in 1980 there was a lot of conversation about the failure and the insufficiency of the Tobago County Council as the government structure for Tobago. We are there now in Trinidad. In Trinidad, we have been saying for a very long time that local government is a problem because it is not providing the service that you require. So it's more recognized for complaints as against discharge of responsibilities. The main reason for that is that it has evolved from the colonial days where the colonial masters would give you a little bit of authority but hold on to the rest to make sure that they're in charge. So they give, but they hold on to it.
They give, but they hold on. He also believes that this local government will benefit all citizens and they will see an improvement in the quality of who life? Your life, isn't it?
The law has been passed, but not all of it has been proclaimed. We are saying to you now in your districts, vote for local government reform. Authorize us to make the changes that are in the recommendations. The things that the commonplace things that you see. Build local government. The more you build the management structure, the more efficient the management structure becomes, the more responsibility you can take on at the local level. And we believe that that will contribute and redound to the benefit of all the citizens, and you will see an improvement in your quality of your life. Where is the proof of that? Well, the proof of that is look at Tobago. The Tobago model has succeeded. I will tell you here that the quality of life at the district level is better in Tobago than it is in Trinidad, because there's a better management structure in place. And the resources in Tobago are managed more directly.
We are at the end of our program tonight. I am Saieed Ali. You have been Real Talk with Saieed Ali. So viewers, we just want to wish you a happy and a safe Emancipation Day on the 1st of August 2023. And we will see you right here on Wednesday. Wednesday will be the 2nd of August 2023. So until then, viewers, be safe.